Have you ever wondered how a microscopic virus could bring the entire world to its knees? It was in late 2019 when the Covid-19 virus, a novel strain, made its first appearance. Originating from a local seafood market in Wuhan, China, it rapidly spread across the globe, crossing borders and oceans with alarming speed. Countries around the world were caught off guard, unprepared for the scale and intensity of the crisis. The challenges were immense and varied, from understanding the virus to managing its spread to handling the overwhelming pressure on healthcare systems. In an effort to control the situation, nations imposed lockdowns and travel restrictions, effectively halting life as we knew it. Economies were impacted, but the focus was on saving lives and preventing further spread. Simultaneously, the scientific community was plunged into a race against time. The goal? To develop a safe and effective vaccine to combat the deadly virus. This marked the beginning of an unprecedented era of research and innovation in the field of medicine. Indeed, the world underwent a dramatic change in a matter of months. As the pandemic unfolded, so did our understanding of this invisible enemy. We found ourselves in a global race, not just against the virus, but against time itself. Science took center stage as researchers worldwide worked tirelessly to develop and distribute vaccines at warp speed. These vaccines became our beacon of hope, our shield against the unseen enemy. But the battle was far from over. Like a shapeshifter, the virus mutated into new variants, each with its own set of challenges. From across the globe, we watched as countries navigated these waves, each employing different strategies. Some tightened border controls, while others implemented safety measures like mask mandates and rapid testing. And the impact of this pandemic, it transcended borders and sectors. Healthcare systems were stretched to their limits, economies teetered on the brink of recessions, education shifted to virtual platforms, and social norms were rewritten. But amidst the chaos, there was a silver lining. Humanity adapted. We learned to live with the virus, to incorporate safety measures into our daily routines. We embraced technology like never before, using it to work, learn, and even socialize from the safety of our homes. Through it all, humanity has shown resilience, adapting to a new way of life. What does the future hold in this ongoing battle against the pandemic? As we glance into the horizon, we see a world that's gradually adapting to this new normal. Countries like France have started easing restrictions, signaling the dawn of a hopeful era. At the same time, the fight is far from over. Vaccination efforts continue to be ramped up, with the White House preparing to vaccinate children as young as 6 months. Booster doses are becoming increasingly important, with experts emphasizing their role in reducing the risk of death from COVID-19. Yet the emergence of new variants such as Omicron reminds us of the unpredictable nature of this virus. Nations are responding with tighter border controls and quarantine measures, highlighting the need for continuous vigilance and adaptation. Looking ahead, we might have to reconcile with the reality of living with this virus as an endemic disease, much like the seasonal flu. This doesn't mean the fight is over. Rather, it signifies a shift in our approach, from panic to preparedness, from reaction to resilience. In this evolving landscape, it's paramount that we remain flexible and ready to adapt to new challenges and changes. As we continue to learn more about this virus and its implications, we're reminded that the future is not set in stone. It's a path that we're carving out together, with every step we take towards understanding and overcoming this global health crisis. Only time will reveal the full story of this global health crisis. So, what have we learned from this unprecedented global event? In the face of a global pandemic, the world has shown a remarkable ability to adapt and respond. The outbreak of COVID-19, a virus that spread rapidly across the globe, has proven to be one of the most significant challenges of our time. We've seen nations implement safety measures, from providing masks and testing kits to imposing travel restrictions. The global response has also been commendable. Countries have tightened their borders, introduced quarantine measures, and rolled out vaccination programs at an unprecedented rate. But the battle rages on, with new variants emerging and cases still rising in some parts of the world. The future remains uncertain. Despite this, we've seen resilience in the face of adversity. From health workers on the front lines to researchers developing vaccines, humanity's resilience shines through. But perhaps one of the most significant takeaways from this pandemic is the importance of solidarity. The virus knows no borders, and our response must also be borderless. We must stand together, share resources, and support one another. The future may be uncertain, but there is one thing we can be sure of. In the face of adversity, we learn, we adapt, and we move forward. This is the enduring spirit of humanity.